quick. There we go. So we're going to start on Angela's journal, paper doll journal. We're using a cereal box because we want it like mine, tall, because you know those paper dolls sometimes get tall. So let's find which one of these. So what I look for is, I'll show you on the inside, if you can see it or not. See that you have where it's glued here, where the corner's glued? That's why we look for this one. Because we don't want that to be on our spine. So, there we go. And this is a box of berry crunch. Basically supposed to be like crunch berries. The bins have been having these for $1. When they first started putting them out, they've been having them for months. The expiration date on them is September 17 of 2025. But they ain't nothing wrong with them. They're good. We've been eating them. We've been eating them since July. I think they brought them in July. They're good. So, and at $1 a box, we eat a bunch of them. So, this is our crunch berry. This, okay, that one comes all the way off, don't it? Yes, that comes all the way off. To look at things, make sure I'm cutting things off just right. This is just how I make a journal. There is no right or wrong way. Hi, Margaret. How are you, honey? There is no right or wrong way to make a journal, okay? Let me tell you, if you figure out how you like to make a journal, that's cool. This is just one of the many ways that I make journals, okay? I make journals many, many different ways. You've seen me work on all kinds of journals, so I bought a new thing at the bin to keep all my scissors and paintbrushes in. And it's a little deep, but I like it. But it's bigger than my vintage tin, and I gotta find the lid to my vintage tin. I do still have it somewhere around here, so I don't want to lose it. I had them all in a vintage tin, and I didn't like how it worked out. So what I ended up doing was putting all of my scissors and just my paintbrushes in one. Somebody asked me if I collected scissors the other night. Of course, it was a joke. What? Oh, I know. I said that I collected rocks and papers, and they wanted to know if I collected scissors also. Rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, so anyhow, I said no, I don't really collect scissors, but now that I look, I have more than I thought I did. That's just in that bucket. I have others all over the house. I have scissors all over the house. So anyway, so hi Vintage. Oh, hi Clint. How are you, hon? Um, so yesterday, just so I can catch you up to where we are on this other journal, let me just catch you up right quick before we do this. So when we left yesterday, I told you I thought I was going to add a third signature, and I did. And the papers in it are pretty similar to what's in the other one. And I've decided, I said I wasn't going to do any kind of pocket or anything on this, but I am going to, I don't know what I've done with them right now, but I am going to do a button cluster in the corner. So I had some pearlized buttons laid out, but I don't know what has happened to them. So you're caught up on this one. This is where we're working on this one right here. Okay? Crochet hook was in with my paintbrushes. I don't need to crochet my paintbrushes. There we go. I need to move some things out of my way. I have so much stuff. Look, I got these at the bins. Oh, you can't see them because there's a thing over them. I got these at the bin, and more than likely they're going in the sale. Aren't they pretty? Very pretty. Anyway, so they're a bobby pin. They're probably going to go in the jewelry sale on Monday night. So I'm going to stick them back here out of my way. So one of the things that I like about that I like to do with my um, to do with my journals is I like for my journals to be padded. I don't like for them to be flat against it. That's why I don't do paper because I mean I have done paper, but paper is my least favorite thing to do for a journal, a paper cover. I like for them to be fluffy and soft and feel good in my hands. I think that's probably because I like quilts and stuff like that. So my mama gives me pieces of this, and this right here is just in pieces. But I'm thinking maybe this one right here could be. Let's see, maybe we could do that like that, and then fit. What is this right here? Ooh, wait, this one is a bigger piece. We might not have to piece as much. Yeah, that's good. There we go. That's good. So we'll cut that off there, just right there. Now, it don't have to go all the way to the end. Actually, I don't like for it to pull it over the edges because then it makes the edges too thick if I want to sew them or anything like that. So I don't like for it to go all the way to the edges. I do stretch it. I do stretch it so that like that little piece there, and we will trim that off. Now we just glue it down, and I just use regular glue. So I'm going to use this. I'm squeezing real hard because I want thicker glue come out. But it's in that little bitty thing. So, you know what that means? That means it's coming out little bitty. Okay, let's see what we think about adding some of this too. Hi, Bradazil. How are you, hon? If I've asked you this before, just ignore the fact that you've been asked this before because I'm old and I forget things. And if you don't want to say, that's okay. Are you a man or a woman? I went over to your channel and looked to see if you made videos with your face showing, but not that I have to see your face, but I didn't know. I think the videos you had up were Halloween videos, weren't they? And if you're looking for Halloween crafts over here, you'll not find them. But Clint does Halloween crafts. I don't do Halloween crafts. I don't enjoy Halloween. It's not my jam. It's not my jam. But if it's yours, that's okay. I don't have nothing against people that celebrate Halloween. I just never did. I love Christmas though. If you've been around, you know I love me some Christmas. Salt up. You have to pull out the needle. Okay, let's have the big long pin. See what we can do here. We gotta, we gotta salt up. There we go. And we've got something. There we go. There, maybe that'll work. Okay. Let's see if we can do it like this. There we go. We are more out of this than I thought we were. This is my Nuvo glue. There we go. that too far over. I don't want it going over the edge. I do not want it to go over the hedge and not come back. You know what I mean? Margaret is driving. Clint, what are you working on these days? You know what? I normally don't do this, but I want this to stick real good. I don't want my glue doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. I need to get my big bottle out. Got a big bottle of book binding glue. There. Actually, maybe I'll just go with this and just put my fabric down. Let me go ahead and trim, lay down and trim. Okay, there's that edge. Hello to everybody that just came in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We won't sing Becca's welcome song, but we'll think it in our head, okay? There we go. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to take just this little piece right here and glue it in that spot right there. And I'm going to put a bunch of glue down right there to hold it there. Just a little bit. I just don't want a naked spot right there. There we go. Okay, that one's flat PVA glue. And the lid for it is this one right there. We will want this in just a second. And this one here is the Nouveau, and it goes back in here. Oh wait, put it in the right way, Cindy. And that lid goes on it. And I've got to get some more of this. I'm almost out. So it's real low. Okay, we're done with this. Let's wrap it all back up because there's enough in here to do us another little, maybe two little journals. You know what we say, waste not, want not. And then I like to tie it up with a piece of my trimming. So there we go. Okie dokie artichokes, and it slides right in there between that dresser. Oops, watch me knock that off. Did you see me do that? Why did you let me do that? Oh, slitter. Not a glue. Thankfully, it's just right here. I love my Surebonder glue stick, glue gun. I actually have one that is cordless that I've never opened that I got 2 or 3 Christmases ago from my brother. Okay, this is the fabric that's going to be this journal, inside and out, but we only do one side at a time, and we want to cut this fabric. There. This is what we want to do. Okay, here we go. So we want this right here to be our front because we want that piece right there to be our front. And then, actually, I think we're going to come over just a little bit more. Like that. Hey, Juju. Okay. Yep, that ain't working. That ain't working. That ain't working. Is it working? Hold on. Hold on. No, that ain't working. Okay. I got another flower right here. I want this flower on my front panel. So I have one here. We'll go here. Just like this. Just like that. That is my front. Right there. Where's my bin? Okay, that is my front. And actually, I think I may be able to do that right there. Let's see what we got. Let's do some cutting. Actually, we're going to measure again because all we want to do is get it too short and then we'll be fussing and messed up. There we go. We want it, make sure it's plenty long. There. Now we're going to rip, rip, rip. There we go. There's enough of that to make another one. Hi, Angela Adele. What you peeking at? Okay, this is my front right here. I want my front to be on front. Okay, this is my front. I want my flower to be right there on the front, just like that on the front. And we're going to take this in, just like that. And we normally don't do this like this. Actually, we're not going to do this like this. We're not going to do this like this. We're going to cut this. Yeah, we are not going to do this. I don't want it to do that. There we go. That piece right there. And while that is actually a big enough piece to go right there, I'm not going to do it. You hear your accent in my chat messages. So let me double check before I start cutting things. Okay, this is going. Okay, there is no really right or wrong way because do I have it upside down? Do I? No, there's no right or wrong way because it's going that way, that way. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have it going the wrong way. There we go. That's good. Now, where's the edge? Right there. Now we're going to cut this so that more than likely we will use it on the inside, but we're just going to cut it that way. There we go. Okay, let's get to gluing. Let's get to gluing. Open it up, pull it tight, pull it tight, pull it tight, pull it tight, pull it tight. Okay, that's why PVA glue. Oh, shoot. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm gonna pull open a drawer and another bottle. Okay, honey. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. There we go. Try to open it with my teeth. I know, not brilliant, but what do you expect? That's not been cut. Well, that's not been unopened either. There we go. Let's just do this. And, ooh, Cindy. We weren't expecting it to come out that fast. It's a little thin. Probably should have shook my bottle up before I started pouring there. That'll be good. Now we're gonna stick our lid back on it. Clean that mess up off of it. Put our lid back there, and then that's not ever been cut, and that can just sit up there out of my way for now. Oops, put that on there just in case we ever decide we need to use it. Oh, we got a big bunch of glue there, didn't we? We did not want that. Now we have managed to scoot our fabric. There we go. Okay, here we go. Just lay that down and let it dry on there out of the way. So I want to get this cover made because then I can work on. Okay. I have one more thing I need to do before I start gluing. To cut this corner and cut that corner and cut that corner and cut that corner. There we go. I glue side to side, top to bottom, and then I do the corners last. And I do it this way so that I can get everything pulled good and tight. And I've got this right here a little too long, but it'll be okay. There, I don't want to pull it so tight that it bows my book, but I want it tight enough that it pulls all the wrinkles out of my fabric. Because we know that Cindy don't like to iron. If you could see my clothes that I wear, you'd know that. My fingers are popping it wrong. Oh, that don't want to work with me today, doesn't it? There we go. Here's this one. That ought to be good. Okay. I'm going to go here. Now that corner is not done. I just have glued up to it. I will come back and make sure that all of my mitering is nice and neat and glued in there good. That one's not. That one's bothered me. It's got too much fuzzy. There we go. Now, say I usually come back at the very last and do the corners, but I like to go ahead and get them done on each side. That. A lot of glue in there. A lot of glue in there. And a whole lot of glue right in there. And then we will do it now. So I go in and make sure there's a lot of glue down under this part so that it's good and tight there. And then I put glue on the fabric and make sure it's really good right in through there. And we tuck and fold. Oops, like that. There we go. Tuck and fold. Like that. And we will swap that pin to right there. Now, more than likely, this will either have lace over it or it will have a one of my corner edges on it. So here, glue here. Kind of like if you've ever done upholstery, it's kind of like tucking your corners for upholstery. If you've ever done upholstery. And if you've never done upholstery, it's kind of like tucking your corners for upholstery. Making them like bed sheets. Yeah, pulling the corners taut. You want your corners to be nice. And there has not got enough glue. I like that. Be glued down and we'll pin her down. There we go. Pin her down. I've lost a bunch of my pink things. I need to find them. I need to go to the Dollar Tree and just buy me some more, right? That's where they came from. Let's get this last one done. That little thing right there makes me want to say bad words. I'm just telling you. I have flipped it and dropped it and all those good kind of things. It makes me want to say yin yang ding dang. Where did it go? Okie dokie artichoke. That looks very nice. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. This is our back. This is our front. Ooh, it looks pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. And I know this flower is upside down, but these are all right side up. So I guess it's just how the bouquet looks, right? How the bouquet looks. I wanted to see. I picked up some. I don't think it's going to go. I pulled out some lace. I thought this might go with it, but that's too peachy. This is more pink, so that ain't going to work. We're going to have to find another one. Okay, let's get the inside covers done. That's the piece that I just pulled off. It is. That is a selvage edge, and I really want to use it. That one is not a selvage edge. But I'm going to do my utmost. Y'all know that this is not one of my fortes to cut this straight across the bottom. I don't think it's going to be straight. Into here, into here, come across there, like that. Do I want to do that like that? Or do I want to do it in one piece? Mm-hmm. 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 Ooh, that fits. Now it needs trimmed up and it needs turned around, but it will fit and it will be okay. Because I think I want to do it in one piece. Okay, let's cut this. Mm, fabric scissors, Cindy, they'll cut smoother. Okay. Okay, that that is a selvage edge there. So we're just going to pin it down right here. Now that is a pulled edge, and I think I want to. Okay, I know what I want to do here. Is I want to trim, and I don't have a lot of. Okay, what do I have here? I have a little bit of room here. I could come this way. Do y'all talk to yourself like this? Because I talk to myself when I make things. I do, I do. I have to talk it out. There we go. That's what I need. That's crooked as crooked can be there at the top, but it'll work. It'll work. Okay. Now, let's see this right here for just a second. Just like to very carefully trim just a smidgen off the bottom of this. Yep, there we go. I want that straight. Now, I have a concept in my head of something I want to do, and we're going to try it. We're going to pull all of our pins off. Those that has set up enough that it'll be okay. All of our pins off, especially these edge ones. No, especially on that side. Okay, I think I'm done with the scissors for right now. Now that's going the right way, and that's going, and that's going, and that's going. That's a nice piece for an inside pocket. The other piece that I was going to use is a nice piece for a flip up. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm thinking you may or may not talk to Fat Daddy. Um, so my thought process about this is I saw somebody glue something down and then come back and iron it to make sure the glue activated real good so it stuck real tight. And that's what I'm thinking about doing. And then my other thought process is I have some iron-on transfer tape stuff. Do I want to use it? Actually, glue, Cindy, and shut up. You'll overthink it if you just keep thinking. Start right there, start right there. There we Now, I did not put my fastener in this because I don't know what I want to fasten it with yet. But when I put it in, it will be set under some of the lace. Okay? If you're wondering about a fastener. Or it may be just a fastener that is it may just be a fastener that is a just a front to back fastener and not a wraparound. But anyway, it will go on. It will eventually go on. We'll think about it. Got glue all over me. Hi, Jess. How are you, honey? Are you feeling better today? I know you had such a bad headache yesterday. Okay. We need this to set. Okay, it needs to set. Got some threads that need trim. Pulls. There we go. It just needs to set for a bit. I may go around it and sew around it. I don't know yet. Right now, while I'm, huh, anybody see it? There it is. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to look for some lace. I want to look for some lace. Put those right there. I think I may like them right there better than I like them over there on that other thing. There for right now. I got one in the book. I bought this today at the bin. I'm not sure what it is. We're going to have to look at it. But it looks like it's individual packages of paper is what it looks like. I think I put my fabric scissors up so I won't grab them. Okay, that's what it is. Individual packages of paper. Snowflake letterhead, wedding, no, snowflake letterhead, win something. Oh, it is. It's just little bitty pieces of, oh, that's cute. That's cute. It feels like, let's see what's in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 in each package, and it looks like that one, the corner of that one got bent a little. If you glue it down, you'll never know. 15. How many packages do we have? Two, 4, 6, 8, 9 packages on that side, and probably 9 on that. So 18 packages of those little papers. So those will go in the sale. They'll go in the sale. Some of them, not all of them. I will keep some for me. These are staying here. They're like baseball card packets. But what I like about them is when we do an ATC swap, I can, because they're perforated, I can cut them on the perforation and put my ATCs in them and send them like that. So, yeah, I like those. And then I can protect my ATCs. I'm not even going to try to get that back in there. Not even. I'm going to throw it over there and it's going to slide around all over the place. That's trash. Okay, that was just a couple of things that I got. But we're looking for lace that matches this right here. That's my pillow shan that I still need to cut one up to do. Oh, hold on. Now this stuff here is vintage lace. I don't know if that cream will match or not. It's awful pretty, but no, it really don't. Let's see what we got here. I love this blue. Long color blue. Non-colored creams. Yeah, not right. Oh, here's a. Ooh, that one might be cool because it's a white with a pinky tint. However, it is really wide. But I kind of like that. It's a possibility. See, this one is pretty too. That one's white also. It's a little bit even wider. But it's real pretty with the flower. I don't know. I don't know. This box of lace is undecided what's going and what's not. That one is real pretty. It's too creamy. Parts of it may be sold and parts of it may not be sold. We may use a piece of that pink to make us a flip. Mm, definitely some of this will go. I don't know how much, but some of it will go. I'm looking for white. Ooh, there. I like that one. Oh, actually like that one best because it's not as wide. But I quit. I do actually really like this green. I wonder what it would look like that. What do you think about the green? This green right here? I really like it. Okay, these are too wide. This all goes back in. I want to save out a piece of that for a flip. Oh, wait, hold on. I just saw something that I missed that I pulled out with something. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me cut me off just a piece of this to go back in my bag for a flip. My insurance company. Oops. I just cut into that piece of lace under there. So that's my flip. That could go back in the bucket. Now, I found this right here, and I'm wondering how I feel about this. I got bunches of them. So let's cut off where I just cut that split. Or I just, yeah, cut into that. I'm wondering about going like this on the inside of here. And then, where's that piece I just found? This. And then coming back with a piece like this under it. Just down the sides. Just down the sides. Okay, let me turn it over and look. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yes, I like it. What do you think about that? What do you think about that with the green and the white? Okay, so let me think about this. I want this to be on the bottom. Be on the, yeah, just do that right there. We're going to throw this in our bag, in our Angela bag, uh, because we want to use it on page edges, on the edges of pages. Okay. We've got white glue down, but we're using hot glue for the instant effect. The white glue will dry and help be part of the hold, but we want the hot glue for the instant effect to grab it and stick it. Oh shoot, Cindy, what would you do? baby. Okay, now I want to see. Okay, that looks really pretty with that. I want to see. I'm going to do this, but I can always pull it off if I don't like it or you don't like it. I guess it really don't matter if I like it or not, but if you don't like it, it can always be pulled off. Especially since I'm going to do this one with hot glue. And it's going to go right there under that. What do you think? Okay. What do you think about the white? Or do you want me to pull it off? You like it? Now, I don't think my idea for the velvet will work. So my original idea for fastening it was going to be to wrap a piece of this velvet from the back and to come around and do a button here. But the velvet doesn't go with that green good. So we're going to take it away and we will still think about this, okay? But we're going to do the back one and our little piece. Oh, this is our little piece here. Chain or pearl around the back. Oh, you know what? Let me think about this. Just recently, oh, I know. Let's see what I got with it. In here? Nope. Not in there. It should be in here. In here. Ooh. Yeah. It's too big. Those are not what I'm looking for, are they? Yeah. I just recently got in a faux pearl necklace. That would be good. But you know what? I also just recently got in a roll of pearl trimming. Where did it go? Hmm. But I also just saw these too. Look here. They're a little bit dark. Hi. Look at those. They're just a little bit too dark. but they would have been pretty with it. Those are those are those are glass. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me run in here and see if I left that in my other room. Okay, silver and pearl. I'll be right back, guys. I have a drawer over here labeled bling. Doesn't everybody have a drawer labeled bling? I have two drawers over here labeled bling. There we go. Okay, that found one of the things we were looking for. And we started digging. Look, these flowers. These flowers. They may have to be used in some way. We can cut us a string of pearls from this. We just cut them down like that. Maybe we'll do a double wide. But okay, so actually, you know what? This actually may be just doing it just regular width may be the right way, because this is what I'm thinking. If I do it the regular width and glue it down, and then we wrap it around, we can put it. Okay. It closes like it's got to close like that. There. Okay, that's what I want. So now when it closes, we wrap it to here, and yeah, when it's oh shoot, Cindy, you just pulled it off, you goober, goofy goober. Hold on, pull off our glue. We should have added our white glue too. Here we go. Pull off the glue. We may need some stronger glue, but we glue it like this. Glue it upside down like this, and then when it wraps around, it can go right there, and we can make a slit right here, and you can wrap it around a button. We'll make it a little loosey goosey so that we're gonna cut it to right here. There we go. Put what over the velvet? This over the velvet, and then it would go down and go like that. Still don't look right. The velvet matches this real good, but it doesn't match the lace. But I think it would be okay just going over the lace. Just over the lace and going like that. You're welcome, honey. Okay, we want a bunch of glue right here, and we want to go ahead and put glue all the way down because we do want regular glue to come under this. And then we'll do hot glue. Okay, but that right there is for this. Now this has to go down, and I know it looks weird, but it really has to go down upside down because otherwise, then if it's not upside down here, then it will be upside down when it fastens if we don't put it down upside down here. Yeah, 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 you got it. Okay, honey, be careful. Okay, now this is our this, and we want it to go, and we want some hot glue to go on it too. Here we go, hot glue. Let's hope we get that stuck down before that glue dries. There we go, there we go, there we go. See if we get it in it. Maybe. Are we good? I like that one's a little dry up there. Mm. Finger. Finger, Cindy, finger. Glue. I got no mail today. No mail. Zilch, not a nothing. I have mail to go out if Mr. Loven will come and do it. Mr. Loven, not old Mr. Loven. Old Mr. Loven doesn't drive. It goes like that, Cindy. Go like that. Now this is just our security blanket because when we stick that hot glue down, it's what's going to fasten this down for us. That will eventually dry and help hold it down. Now we got to go. We're going to go here in a minute as soon as I get done with this, and we're going to go into our buckets of trim, and hopefully we can find a piece of trim that will go over this to hide this lace here. Hide this, the edge here. That's what I meant, hide this lace. We don't want to hide the lace. We just want to hide our gluing. Hide our gluing. Look at my fingers. There we go. Hot, hot, hot tamale. That's hot. Got glue all over my hand. Okay, there we go. Look at there. Isn't that pretty? And then when you fasten it, you would just pull it up like that, and we'll find a real pretty button. Maybe we can find a silver button to sew on there, and then we'll just cut a little slit right there, and it should fit through it. So anyway, it's pretty. Actually, we could do Velcro. Hi, Brenda Mac. How are you? Okay, Angela, let me get in the trim bucket. You guys just don't know how much stuff I have. It might be ungodly how much stuff I have. This is trim. There's a little bit of lace in here, but mostly trim. That's lace. That's lace. It needs to go in my lace bucket. I have lace buckets. Trim. Okay. Let's move this out of the way because we need to be able to see. Oh, little doilies. Forgot about them being in there. That's pink velvet. It's too wide. That is cream colored and purple and gold. Uh, oh wait, we have this. Do this. Okay. So all we're wanting to do, I'm doing wonderful, honey. All we're wanting to do is cover right here. So we could do a piece. Close your eyes, Jessie. A piece of pink velvet. That would be pretty. Does not clash. We could do a piece of dark green velvet. That is pretty. It does not clash. I mean, it doesn't go great with the green ribbon, but you're really not going to see this with in conjunction with the green ribbon. Hi, Buttero. How are you? Is Angela still here? We're waiting for her opinion. This is her journal. See, this green don't, it goes okay with that. Okay, that is, all of that's lace. It needs to go in my lace bucket. What is that? Lace. No. Red velvet. Ooh. Actually, look how pretty that red velvet looks against those flowers. Angela! And we've got some thin red velvet too. Looks real pretty against those flowers, don't it? And we have some thinner green velvet. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We have this. This, ooh, I like that real well. What is that? That is a, yeah, that's a cheesecloth. We need to keep those out. But actually, Angela sent me those. They shouldn't have even been in that. I love that. That's lace. That's lace. I want to use this on a journal, not this one, but I want to use this on a journal for these things. Angela, are you here? You're listening while you're getting ready? Okay, honey, I need to know your opinion. I want to I want to cover that don't count, that don't count. I want to cover this roll right here. This right here. I want to cover this. So we've put down a pretty red velvet, a narrow one. We've put down a wide red velvet, which is that red velvet looks so pretty with the dark of those flowers. It's real pretty with that. Or we have this pretty green velvet, and I love it also. I think it's beautiful with it. And then we have this green velvet that is a little bit lighter. There, over that. And shoot, we have this pink velvet that also looks beautiful with the flowers. I need you to speak. Dearest, I need you to speak. Hey, Bess, how are you? Angela Odell, this is your journal. I need you to vote. We got this. We got the red. You like the green. Okay, I got two greens. Okay, I got two greens. So let's decide between the two greens. Let me stick things back in here. Get all this back in here. Maybe. I've got it all wonky donkey. Here we go. Okay, there. That pink don't go in there. Okay, the pink has a bag. So do you like the wide or the narrow? Hi, Erin. How are you, honey? You like the wide or the narrow? The wide or the narrow? The narrow is not as dark, but it's still pretty. The wide is darker. Hmm? Ma'am? That was my choice too. Okay. I'm also thinking about doing this around the bottom. I don't know. Let's put this down. Let's do this. Let me put this down right like that and cut it. The pink would have been real pretty. Not according to Jassy. Jassy says the pink is a no. Big fat no, right, Jassy? Okay, I need another glue stick. There we go. Need a cigarette lighter. I don't have one. Need to. That did turn out real cute. And that's real pretty for your back. Let's get this other one on. Did I miss saying hi to anybody? If I miss saying hi to you, say hi to me again. Did I say hi to Erin? Erin, hi, honey, if I missed you. Oh, crap, that had glue on it. That was warm. Okay, I want that glue peeled off of that. I don't want glue stuck to my thing. And I dropped the one I just cut. If y'all been here a while, you remember that all these velvet ribbons are ribbons that I got, and I've sold pieces off of them. I've even sold whole rolls of ribbon. I haven't seen any in a while, but I keep my little pointy eyes out looking for them. Keep my eyes peeled for velvet ribbon. Okay. There we go. Now, this is what the front looks like. That's what the back looks like. And we will fasten this with a button or a Velcro dot to come up through here. Now, when you fasten it, yes, you're going to have to wrinkle up your lace a little bit, but that's what that looks like. Now, I love it. Okay, let's move this out of our way. I don't think so, not right now. I may come back later after I finish. Now that velvet, my original plan was to make velvet pockets, but I don't know that I will. I may make some of that pink lace pocket. Yeah, it was a good choice. Hi, lovely. How are you, Jay? I've just started copying Pam's calling you Jay because it's easier to type Jay than say Jacqueline. But hi, Jacqueline, honey. How are you? Let's see. Okay, that is good. We need to let this dry because we still got some wet glue. I can still see some wet glue in here. We need to let it dry. I'm still not sure about that. Lovely is good too. So this is for Angela Adele. And Angela Adele is under strict orders that when she eventually gets to the journal that I made for her, that is all your papers, she's supposed to bring it and let you see it. She's under strict orders, but she never listens to anything I say. So, Y'all know. Y'all know. I'm looking for a lid. You know. Okay. Now we do want to keep some more of that out. You love Angela. We all love Angela. I mean, what's not to love about Angela? So what do you think? Okay. So the papers that are going to be in this are going to be big papers. Yes. Do you know where Carrollton is in your state? Carrollton? I used to live in Carrollton and went to church in Canal, Winchester. What do you think about a pocket out of this? Because I've got lots of this. Doo-dah, doo-dah. What do you think about a pocket out of this? Yeah, there's a at Carrollton there is a there used to be. I mean, I lived there in 1991, so there was a travel trailer place, and we lived in our travel trailer. My husband worked at the University of Arkansas, University of Ohio in Columbus, doing a private decontamination job. He was a respirator supervisor. So anyway, I like this. Do you like the pink pockets, Angela? I don't know why I'm asking so much opinions. Y'all know I just do what I want to anyway. So why am I asking all these opinions? Anyway, but it is because she is the purchaser of that. You know what? You know what? Ooh, do I like that all the way across? I kind of do. I need to trim it up just a little bit. Y'all know I can't cut straight to save my soul. Okay? Thank you, Jesus, that I don't have to do that to save my soul, but I cannot. I am not a good cutner. I'm not a good cutner. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Straight, Cindy. Straight, straight, straight. Mel, thank you, brother. Beth, Teresa Church, if you're watching from the balcony. Donna, and Barbara Baxter, Mel, going out today. That looks pretty straight, don't it? Now let's flip it over and do this. We can cut another piece for our flip. Let's see if we can get this lined up and stay on that line right there. Probably not, but we're going to try. I feel like that's a little bit better. A little comfy out right there. Okay. Yes, ma'am, you like pink pockets. But honey bunch, this ain't for you, dearie. I said he's taking your Twinkies to the mail. I like this all the way across. I like this all the way across. Set it right inside of that and go all the way across with it. I like it. Now we would stop right there. And so then when I sew in my signatures, we will catch it. We will catch it. Now I want, yeah, that's still tacky. I wanted to check. Yes, you can still like it. Angela, we'll keep that piece right there. That's a nice little piece for a a journal, for a pocket inside. There we go. I like that. She ain't here. She ain't talking. Angela, you're supposed to be paying attention to me. Pay attention, darling. Paying attention. Did you send out invoices today? If you sent out invoices, I haven't got any email. Let me go look. Hold on. Here we go. Walmart. I do not have an email from you. Let me go to my PayPal and look. Fingerprint. Get my packaging. No. No. I don't have one from you, sweetheart. No. Jacqueline, I don't have one from you. I know that you just started working on them. So, there. Why are you crying, Teresa? Are you hurting, honey? Are you in pain? I'm not being nice to you today? Okay, you can like whatever you want to. I don't care if you like things. You know that. I keep telling you people I'm not nice. I don't know why y'all think I should be nice. Yeah, you'll get commercials on my channel. There's supposed to be only one every 30 minutes, is what it's set up to be, to play one every 30 minutes. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hold on. Hold on to what you know there. I'm going to go back down in here with some more of this. I'm back to filming on YouTube because YouTube has been working for me real good lately. And it's funny, it's like it goes server to server where it don't work for people. I heard somebody, I think it was Juju last night. Do you like this pink, honey? On top of it for a pocket all the way across? I do. I think it's real pretty. Is it already that close to church time? It's 4:49 where you live. Okay. We don't go to church until 6:15. I have to teach class tonight, and I have to do it by myself. Although I've told Jared if there's a bunch of kids, he has to stay and help me because they can get a little wild. Just a little. Although, actually, we have dinner at on Wednesday nights at church. And next week is my week to cook dinner, and I still don't know what I'm cooking. I'm thinking goulash and salad and garlic bread, but I'm not made up my mind. I really want something that's easy. And pasta to me is not easy because if you cook pasta too long, it goes mush. I don't like for my pasta to get mushy. There. Okay. I like that pocket. It will get so down. So we are going to, it has white glue on it. Now we're going to put a little bit of this glue on it. This will give us our immediate hold that we want, except for we went 2 foot long. It's not. There you go. Make sure we are there. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. That just dripped. Hold on. Glue down my leg. I'm gonna wrap it off. Get it off. Peel it off. Don't know how many kids I will have tonight because we are having, some of them are having to play ball tonight. Make up games that they missed for earlier for rain. Okay, good. Glue down good. Now, guys, this one needs to just set up. Let all this glue on the inside dry and all this white glue that I've got down, it all needs to dry. That's to tuck up under there. And that just needs to sit and dry. And I'm going to show you what we did on the other one and what we're doing on the other one. I have two going. Two. Yeah. I'm not a glutton for punishment. So this is, let's see, did I stick those in there? No. So this is one of the things I've decided I'm going to do in here. Let's see, there. There's one of them. Where did the other three go? Okay, somewhere, somehow, they're here somewhere. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Cindy. What have you done? Oh, there they are. Okay. I have a pair of 14 karat gold earrings sitting there that I still need to test and make sure they're real gold, but I'm positive they are because I can tell by looking at them. After a while, you learn to know. Okay, I am looking for some buttons. Buttons. I had some buttons out last night, and now I have misplaced them. But that is not a surprise because you guys know. So let me just show you. So somewhere I have two more of these, and I'm going to do a cluster, and then I'm going to do like one, and then put some little green and yellow ones on top of it, and just do a bead cluster on the top. So this one I slow stitched or long stitched, quilted it across and around the edges of this quilt block. This one has been sold. It has already been spoken for. We've got Edith Holden, and we did Lacey, and we did Trim, and yep, and we used some of our Goldie butterflies and we colored them. And then this is a piece of that hanky, and we printed on it, and we covered up that because when we did our butterfly, it was already glued down and it went through because that. And then this is a lace flip up. We've got a tab. This is a butter roll paper that is on the edge of this recipe, and she can, I want to fold it this way, and she can journal in this. And then we've trimmed that, and we've trimmed that, and then we've got that, and then we have this lace right here that is wanting to flip over that is absolutely stunning. I love this lace. All of these laces are vintage except for this on the edge is not. And then this is vintage fabric, and we made a pocket and a tab, and that is just that PET tape, and we pulled it up. I mean, we put some of it down and put it over that pocket, and that's about all. That's number one, and then this is number two, and we have done nothing in number two yet. We need to do some more in number two. We did add a tab to number two. Oh, that's where one of my things went. I was like, I've lost a twinchie, and I ended up making it a tab. Forgot. Anyway, and then we did do that. We trimmed out that, and we put lace on that, and we trimmed it out, and we put that butterfly, and somebody sent me that butterfly, and I don't remember who it was. This is, I think this is one of Jay's papers. I think this is a Jay paper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of Lovely's papers. And then I made a flip up with this beautiful vintage doily. Yes, it has a few stains on it. It's okay. It's old. It deserves to have stains, right? And then we have a tab here made with some upholstery fabric. And we're not done with number two, but we put some washi tape and washi tape. And the reason we have washi tape is because we rebent these because I wanted to make flaps over. Now this one is two papers, two Edith Holden book pages that we glued together. And so there's our tape. And then this is our last signature that we put in yesterday after. This one is another paper from Lovely. This is some kind of a lab partner page. This is from Esther. Esther made that. This was her penny paper swap. So this is going to Teresa Y. So she's getting one of Doretha's painty papers and one of Esther's painty papers. And then this is one from Lovely again. And then this was the back of her paper, and it was just white with paint. And so I stenciled on it. And then this is just a piece of notebook paper, and I just took my sprays and went crazy. Yep, I did. And here's that. And we've got, because it was a little rough in the middle, I wanted to make sure, and we've put a piece of washi on it. And it's just a piece of paper. And we did that side too. And this is a planner page, and it's glued to the back side of this. It's glued to the edge of this here, and then that made a pocket. And then this is another one of Doretha's papers, and this is hidden pockets, guys. These are hidden pockets. So I cut my paper first, make my pockets. I like to put little holes at the end so that you kind of know there's a pocket there, even though it's supposed to be hidden. Those are hidden pockets. See, other than the holes, when it's laying down, you don't know. And that lace is just put up there just to help cover that page. So, and that's the back side of Lovely's. And then this is the little bag, and I used this piece of wallpaper that Steph sent me, or Lori Beth. I think it was Lori Beth actually that sent me that. And then that, and then this is the last of my PET tape, and I put it on this part and that part. That's the little flat tab, and then snakes. And she can cover that up if she is adverse to snakes. I will actually ask her before she gets this if snakes scare her, and if they do, I will cover it up myself. And then this right here, who sent me these? Did you send me these, Doretha? Somebody sent me these. Oh, Jassy sent me these. Jassy sent me these. And then I found these little cards, and I'm not sure who sent me those. So I'm going to put one of those in, and one of these. And this little thing here is from Erin. That's from Erin. So anyway, there we go. So we need to do we need to go up here, and we need to see how much we've done in the front. So we've done this. We're not doing anything to it. We want to leave it as a slip. We've done that. We've done that. We just added that. That's nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've done 8 things in that one. So let's see. We want to make one of my pockets. First thing we're going to do is seal said pocket. Then we like to wide it up real good. And we're going to use our green shimmery glimmery paste. We're going to spray the front of it. We don't need to spray the back because we won't be seeing the back. It will be glued down. There we go. Let's see. What other color can we find here that we can just get to real easy? I'd really like some another green. Another green. No, it's gold. It'll work. There we go. And I'm looking for that right there. Okay. Now, we just want to spray. We just need to dry a little bit, okay? It should all dry real fast. Some of it's alcohol ink, some of it's not. So we want to dry because we don't want to put it on there wet. Shoot. We also don't want to put it in the floor, Cindy. We do not want to put it in the floor. My thing. How long have I been here? Almost 2 hours. I think we're dry enough, except for we've got, oops, that don't go in that drawer. We want to move this out of the way for just a minute. We've got, yeah, we can get in that. Just a little bit of wetness on our window. There we go. There. Now, we're just going to wad it up one more time. And then we're going to unwad it just one more time. If you ever want some envelopes that have those, I still have probably quite a few of them. I don't know how many. I've got things stuck everywhere, so but I do, and I do still have some envelopes listed. I think on the community tab too. So anyway, there we go. Next up, we tear, and I like to tear in a diagonal. There, we tear. And we're going to fix that right there because I don't like that blue to show. And we're going to go right up under here. And I don't know where this came from. I found it just the other day. But we're going to glue that down. We need to tear off about like that. I think that would be good. Yeah, yeah, that's good. We're going to glue it down on the inside. It may be something I cut from a product because it's a product paper, or it may be something somebody else cut from a product and they sent it to me. Shoot, I didn't get it. I didn't get it fastened. There we go. Now, there we go. There we go. There we go. And we just want to make our window look a little bit cool. It don't have to be perfect. We want to make sure that we're all good here. Let's do this. It almost looks Christmassy with me doing the red in there, don't it? It'll be okay. We'll put something in the pocket, like maybe like that in the pocket, because it is a pocket. It's like kind of loosey goosey because it feels a little wet still, but it is a pocket. So that's good. That's good. Okay, so this is how this is going to go. This is going to go on this big green page. This is going on the bottom, and this one here is going right here under it, just like that. And you've got a double pocket. Now, if I glue it where I don't glue the whole thing down and I just glue the three sides, then you've got four pockets. So I always glue the top one first. So we'll go ahead and glue it as a three-sider for this one. You like that envelope grind? Now I'm going to go across this one and make it glued down because I just rather it be glued down. Match it, match it, match it, match it. Now we have a pocket in here. We've got our red thing behind the page. We have a pocket back here and a pocket in here. Like that. Yep, just like that. So I think I'm just going to leave that just like that. Actually, let me fold it just a little bit. Let's fold it down like that, and then it'll be okay. Do that like that. Now that's just a little damp feeling, so as it dries, it'll be okay. Just put a hamburger paper over it just so that if it's got the paint still painting, it won't get on it. Hi, Michelle. How are you, honey? Guys, if you're not catching Michelle's Bible study on Wednesdays, you're missing a good study because it's really good. I really enjoy it. Of course, if you know me, you know that the book of John is my favorite book in the Bible, and that's what we're studying from. I don't know what I want to do with that, so I'm not doing nothing. This one here is a music paper. Let us add some lace to this page. Now we have pretty pink flowers there, so we could add some pink. We also have some pretty green there, but I don't want none of that green that I just did Angela's with. Ooh, I see something I want to use. I'm going to use this right here. I like that. Ooh, too bad it wasn't green. It would have been real cute on that, wouldn't it? Oh well, it's okay. Maybe I'll use that somewhere in the book. In the book. In the book. In the book. Book. This is this is pretty. pretty something or another. There we go. We undid it. Now, I think we're going to glue this down like this to make a tuck. Just like so. Make us a tuck. Time for a hamburger paint. The thing about organizing your craft room, I mean, like I try to go through and clean up my stuff and I put it all away and then I have to go dig it all back out. Then I put it all away. It's like we use it over and over and over. My answer to that is let's just have a craft room that has a door and shut the door when we're done. You know, don't that work? Because we use the same things over and over and over again. I like the idea of a room with a door much better than cleaning. I have a very loose organizational system. All of my drawers are pretty much labeled, and I know what's in them. You don't have a door except for the front door. There, I like that as a pocket. Very, very, very cute. And it's just glue. And we'll just tuck a card in there so we know it's a little pocket. There we go. There we go, girl. Look at you go. And there it goes. There it goes. We'll put it back in later. Take task to do. Okay. Budget and expenses. Now this one here doesn't have anything on it. No, that I was gonna say, did I hit y'all? But that's just a lot. I hit a lot. Come on. Is that not? Jassy, did you peel these already? They feel like they're thick enough to have more on them, but they don't want to come off. I'm not getting anything to pick up. I think it's just that. I think it's just that. So I want this part right here to go down. Not those, not those, Cindy, not those. Put them up, put them up. Those are my fabric scissors. Sorry, butterfly. Look at there. That burn it. I knew it felt like there should be something under that, but I could not ever get it to peel. That burn you, silly old napkin. Dadgummit. Heck far, shoot a monkey, and all those other southern expressions that we like to use. Dadgummit. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Stinking thing. I knew it felt like there was something under there, but I could never get it to pull up. There we go. There we go. There we go. And that made a cute little pocket. And let's see. If I glued that down, I'm going to be so mad at myself. Here we go. There we go. I did it. There we go. Okay. That looks cute. Now, I'm looking for not you, you. And you better participate and do what you're supposed to do. However, I know that you don't normally like glue, so I'm sorry, butterfly. Oh, it worked. Goodness. not do that. Feels a little wimpy because it's all wet, but we're gonna just put a little bit of inky on it. There we go. Where's Marty? She's probably like having a heart attack because my glue's open and my ink was open. I'm sorry, Marty, if you're watching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Jude is probably too. Jude's always getting on to me about leaving the lids off my ink. Yeah, we'll all be right over for supper, okay? Ham and potatoes sound better than what we're having tonight. We're having chili dogs at church, and it's venison chili. He's a keeper. Not only that, it's too hard to train a new one, you know. Dave and I will be married 40 years in November. They've been good years. I tease him that he can't ever leave me. We hadn't even been married a year, and maybe a little over a year, and he decided that I would be better off without him, so he left. And he left a note for my dad to give me after church. I had him tracked down and brought him home by the end of the day. Then he tried to die, and I prayed him back. But you'll never get away from me, ever, ever in your long-legged life will you ever get away from me. Never. If you're wondering what this is, it's going to be a belly band. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Is a belly band. Angela's needs to just sit and dry, and I'm looking for something else. There it is. Getting that. What else do you think it needs on it? Anything else? I know it's going to get glued down, but maybe that. I was actually thinking of maybe one of these. A piece of this velvet. Velvet's awful bulky. Velvet's from a curtain I cut up. There we go, a drape. You think it looks okay without anything on it? My weenie dog. He just jumped right out of there. So there's my phone. Get back in there. That's my weenie, the other weenie dog. Instructions. Somebody's messaged me. I wonder who it is. Who's that? Here, here, here. I measured this for this page right here. I twist my lid on and off 101 times. You like that cover? I sold this quilt kit to Terry Y. Terry Ybarra. I had a quilt kit and I really wanted a block out of it just to make a journal with, and she said I could have one, and she gave Teresa one. Anyway, when I was showing it after I got the cover made, she and I said it was going to be for sale. She wanted to know if she could buy it. Of course, I think I'm gonna come up here and that a daub of hot glue. It's got a lot of white glue on it, but we'll go ahead and give it a daub of hot glue to help it hold. There we go. There we go. Now you can slide things up under it and hold them up under it. Just a belly band. Kind of hot glue on that. That is good. That is good. And I think we're going to be done with this one. I think we've got 8 in each one, 8 decorated pages. Something in there. Juju made that. We'll put that in there. She can have some from Juju. Juju made that. He's sitting on a stool. I was making sure he wasn't sitting on the toilet. Not that it matters. But anyway. So we're going to go. Okay. Hi, Terry. How are you, honey? You'll have to clean up 2 rooms? Okay. I'm still working in your journal. There will still be plenty for you to decorate and play with. I just like to do a few things in it when I sell one. It did end up being a three signature. I said I thought I wanted a third signature in it, and I did put one in. Okay, there we go. Now that is really cool, and that is a pocket. And I will stick a piece of something here down in it so that you realize that it's a pocket. Here, we'll stick a piece of this paper in it. Full German paper in it. There you go. There we go. Okay. So everything is decorated. I still have things drying. That's why that's in there drying. But everything is decorated that I'm going to decorate in the third one. Now these little flip outs, you can add paper to them, make them a paper thing. You can glue them down and make them pockets. I just left them like that. Okay. See that right there? That's going to drive me nuts. So there we go. We're going to put some glue on it. We're going to put some glue right here. There we go. Okay. This side is a little pocket. Glue it down. Go ahead and cut a divot in it so we know it's a pocket. Now you see why I was beating on it a while ago, Juju. It don't like me. When the paper's too thin, it don't want to cut. Let's see if I can lay another piece of paper under it and cut it. See, this is thick paper. See if it'll cut again. Cut through both of them. It's better. It's not perfect. No, it's not perfect. Yeah, but it is better. I don't know why this one started doing that, but it just drives me nuts. I need to sharpen it, I guess. I need to cut some foil in it. Oh, my knees. My knees hurt, guys. My knees hurt. I've sat here a long time today. Let's do one of these. I don't remember who I saw doing this. I can't remember. It was like a couple of years ago that I saw somebody doing this. It was before I even joined the this group of community and stuff. I think I saw Juju doing it not too long ago, but so you glue down the middle of your envelope and then you have a tuck into each side. And we're going to do this right here. a pretty little butterfly on it. And I know it's really dimensional. Little hot glue will always help, won't it? There we go. There we go. This is pretty. Now you got a little tuck there, and then you got a little thing here. You can put things inside of it, notes, stuff like that. You can decorate that. I did some stuff back here last night, didn't I? This one, two, three, four. Okay. Oh, I need to ask you, Terry, you're here. I need to ask you. Okay, be careful. Um, are you like deathly afraid of snakes? So this is an Edith. These are from Edith Holden's books, and this page here has snakes on it. If you want, I can. You are. I will cover that. Okay, I will cover that page with. What am I going to cover it with? Hold on. We'll do that like that for right now. We will cover it with a piece of scrapbook paper. Oh, I know. We'll use one of these. You're welcome. Little gnat, go away, little gnat. I don't know what you're doing there. You cut that just as easy peasy and lemon squeezy. So we're going to turn this into a pocket. There we go. And then we're going to take take our words here. I don't want to stick. I'm going to have to put some hot glue down. Okay. Okay. And just put that in so that indicates it's a pocket for right now. We'll put some other pretty stuff in it after a while. And I think we're going to take this. Piece right here. And we're going to stick it right there. Oops. Lay it down. Maybe stick it right there. And can't fold it over and stick it right there. Where's this on a hamburger page? There. There we go. Honey, I'm not going to be here very much longer. I'm fixing to have to get off here to get ready for church. Get my hands cleaned up. I've been here almost 3 hours. I didn't realize I'd been here that much long. When you're having fun, I made this cover. This is for a journal for Angela, and so this is a paper doll journal. And then I'm finishing up on this one here for Terry. Come in here with a little bit of hot glue. Just add a little bit of hot glue. That should help it hold it down. And my little tab is not wanting to participate. So we're going to give him some hot glue too. And we're going to do some up in there so that we can do that. There we go. And another little dot right in there. That'll be good. That'll make our tab stay down. And we don't want it to stick to our, there, our hamburger page is coming up. Okay, we want some more glue though on this. Just a little bit. There we go. Oops. Here and here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's just That's just a pretty little page. Keep brushing that off. That's the tab. That's the tab. We want to leave that like that so that that glue on the back of that. One, two, three. One, two, three. Like that. I cut that just as crooked as can be. I did. Okay. Straighten it up here in a minute. Cut there. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we got here on our ends. A little bit crooked there. Okay. Trash. And we're just a little bit crooked up here. But yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we're going to turn this over to right here, and we're going to make a flip up. This is going to be a flip up, just like this. We want this to be just onto there and to there. Okay. And we're going to pull our thing back to put glue down, and we're going to stick it up real fast. Real fast. There we go. Did they both catch? They did both catch. Now we just want to knot that. Oh shoot. Knot that so that sticks together. Now we don't want that to stick to the page, we just want them to stick together. Okay? That's all we want is it just to stick together. Okay. Not to the page, just together. There we go. Okay. We've got that. That looks pretty. Now, oh, that's a big piece. Bigger than I thought, but we're going to go with it. Actually, we're going to do this. I'm going to do this right here. I can get fiddly and fiddle around and make all kinds of little fiddly things. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, that's good. Okay, so we want to just trim just a little bit off there. We are going to see about some white glue down here. We may have to come back with some of our other glue, but hot glue, but I like to put white glue down too. So this, okay, it's just like so, like that. And that is a flip up. So I'm just fussy cutting around this other piece of lace. Is it cold there, Robin? You showed me the picture of you wearing the jacket. Is it cool? We're supposed to have a couple of nice days, but then it's going to be back up to 90, I think, on Sunday. We don't get too excited about winter getting here till we see snow flying, pretty much. Because we can run the air conditioner on Christmas Day and have many a times. We have. There we go. I added some hot glue to that. I love that flip up. I think that's beautiful. Beautiful. Hi, Ellen. How are you, honey? Actually, I think I want to add that to the edge of a page somewhere, but I can't decide if I want the little wrinklies out or if I want the big wrinklies out. I don't know. Kind of like it at the bottom too. You know what? I think I'm going to come over here and put it at the bottom of this one. And then it ties in with that one. Let's straighten it up first of all. It's crooked. Straighten that up. Straighten that up. How are you today, Ellen? We'll run it the same way as we have the other one running. That way they will be cohesive. Hot. The reason they call it hot glue, Cindy. Right? There we go. I like that. That is a pocket. I don't like that right there. Let's see if we can fix it with our scissors. Probably not. No, let's not even try. You know what we're going to get? We're going to get another hole puncher. And we're going to do another hole. I don't see my great big one. I'm looking for my great big one. I don't see it. Have we lost it? It wouldn't surprise me. You gotta be kidding me. I ain't believing this. Trying not to rip my paper. Oops, I ripped it anyway. Look at that. I mean, I tore it up. It just don't like they just don't like the thin paper. Now we still have a real small tuck right in there. Let's see if I can cut that just a little bit straighter. There. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have trouble with it sticking with the thin paper. And I'm gonna glue that piece right down right there. It'll just blend in. You'll never know it's there. Hi Cindy, how are you? Yeah. Uh, okay, it's gonna bother me. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I need just a little bit more hot glue right in here. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's good. For the minute. So there we go. Did it turn out perfect? No, because I messed it up. But did we make it work? Sure, it's just a little bitty tuck. We'll lay some little things in it and it'll be fine. There we go. And she may want to decorate on it or whatever. There we go. We just lay those people on it. I love the flip up. Okay, so let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that one is good. There we go. That is popular. Okie dokie, artichokes. She is done with all that I'm going to do to her, except for I need to come back through and take out all my papers. I have a bunch of papers in here. So she is done. I am going to uh, make a button cluster to go on her. And we're going to just show you all that we've done in it. So she has a pocket here. It's a hanky. And then this is an Edith Holden book, and it has a flip. We have a lacy edge here, and that pink really goes real good with that. We have some trim here on these papers. That flips out, and then that's a pocket. This is a pocket. We have just a little bit of washi there. This is a tab. This is a piece of the hanky with the little trim, and then we did a little cloth butterfly that we colored in. That little sticker is to cover where the ink went through on the cloth butterfly color. A flip, a lacy flip. This is we added to this little, we did a tab here. We added to this and it opens up and you can journal on it. We've washied. We've got some beautiful lace. All of the lace in this is vintage except for the lace on the edges is not. Then we got some vintage fabric making a pocket and a tab and another one of those cloth butterflies and some trims. We got some PET tape, PET tape here on this pocket. and back. And that's one. This is two. This one has a pocket. This is a double pocket. You have a pocket here. Actually, it's a triple pocket. You have a pocket here. The windows, the back has been covered so you don't see the blue through the windows. Now, you only have one on this level, okay? There's only one on this level. But up here on this level, you have a pocket here and a pocket in the back. You have two. So you have a pocket here, pocket here, and a pocket in the back. And then we've got this and this. This is a little tuck for you to slide things into. These are J. Lovely's, Jacqueline's pages. We have a butterflies on napkin. And then we have this. This is a piece of, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it's like you use it to make wreaths and stuff. Anyway, it has these little fleckies on it, and I just glued it down on the edges to make a pocket over that music page. We have a tab here. It opens up. That is one of my Twinchies. We have lace, pretty red lace, and we got some washi tape over the edges and a butterfly. We have a beautiful vintage doily, lace doily that you may need to do a stitch in that. I don't know. It should be okay. A tab, and then we have a belly band and another flip out. And then this is the last one. We have this. We have this little tucky thing. You just saw me a flip up. We done this. You got a tuck here, a tuck here. You open it. You got an envelope here. Journaling, decorating. Then I did do some stenciling here. Little paper. I did sprays on that paper. More stenciling. This paper is made by Esther. I'll go back and show you some more. This paper is made by Doretha, and this is this is a tuck. This is one of my hidden pockets that I like to do. So you have a pocket here and a pocket down here, okay? Now, let me show you. I think this is wide enough. There is a glue line right above that pocket, so you don't go into that pocket. We'll just leave that in there, and then there's those there, like that. Those are hidden pockets, and you got a tuck here. Sorry, I was looking for somewhere I wanted to put this. I'm thinking right there is just perfect. The color matches that. I think that's perfect. Push what down more? Oh, push it up. There you go. Sorry. Sorry, Ellen. I didn't realize my camera was down so far. There you go. There we go. And now you have a tuck and you've got a thing on it. So there, we have a pocket here. This is a little envelope. We have PET tape here, and then there's a little bitty pocket there, and then there's a pocket here. We covered up the back Edith Holden page because it had snakes on it, and she don't like snakes, and so we covered it up. Got a little lace, a little lacy tab. So, for those of you who are wondering how much I charge for my journals, I'm going to tell you how much I charge. A three, a three, a three signature journal with a little bit of decoration, and this is what I call a little bit of decoration. You've got like 7 or 8 pages that I've worked on in each signature. Little bit of decoration is $35. Okay, $35. Uh, if you do a two signature one, they're usually 28 to 30, depending on how big the journal is. The great big journals like this with I usually put like 15 pages in each signature, and I do two signatures, and they're $35 also. So anyway, but yeah, and then my little simple ones that I do that are like just a real simple cover and maybe only one signature is like $22. So I try not to make them hot too high, but yeah, this one is done. I want to do the button cluster. Hey, do you want to pick out your buttons, Sharon? I mean Terry. Sharon. Do you want to pick out your buttons? I'll bring out the button tin. I want to do a triple button cluster on it. I had some real pretty pearly ones and I've lost them. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere on this desk, but Lord have mercy, if you could see this desk, you would understand why I say they're somewhere on this desk. Okay, this goes in this bucket. That goes in that bucket. That goes in that bucket. That goes there, there, there. I don't see any there. Let's see. I'm looking to see if I dropped them back in I have a little thing here that I drop things into. Nope, they're not there. They're not there. Here's a flippy. Huh, that's a piece of jewelry. No, they're not there. Oh, I want that. Did I make what one with the flowers? This one? This right here? Yes, I done it at the beginning of this video. Yeah, this one don't have the signatures in it. I've just started it. This is an order for this is an order for Angela Adele. This is going to be a big one for paper dolls. That's a pocket. Yeah, that's a pocket. So yeah, yep, yeah. I just started it. I mean, if you go to the very beginning, you can see it go from a cereal box to that because it's made with a cereal box. So okay, so this is kind of my ideal is to take and put down a piece of lace like this and then put a big button with the littler green, and then another size button with a little like that, and then maybe even this small one just like that. I don't, yeah, I don't know about that one there. Looking, just looking. Okay, let me take that away and take that away and that. Thinking that. So you know what? I need. No, that's not it. That's not what I need. Oh, I know what I need. And I pulled them out and laid them here on the desk. Where did I lay them? There, right there. How small do we go? Instead of a piece of lace, what do we think about a piece of one of these little bitty doilies? Have these little doilies. Let's see, what is this one? This one. This one is even smaller. I like it. Doily. I know it's hard to see the doily, but thinking maybe like that. This one here like that. Like that. And then that one like that. But you know what? I'm wondering if I want to put a green one like that just by itself. Oh wait, look at this green one. That one's real pretty. Or we could do like that. I like that. That's exact. That's almost exactly like the ones I had earlier. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't like that. But what do I think about it like that? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that worked. Not sure where the other piece went, but kind of like that. If I can get the rest of that off of there. You know what? Let's see what I think with it just laying on the. I think I like it without the. Yeah, I think I like it without the doily. Yeah. I wish I knew what. Hold on. Let me just look at something. Yeah. There's another nice curly lines to do it. Huh? So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start. What's this? Come on. Let's lay that out. And I'm going to lay that out like that. Then I'm going to take that and lay it like that. I'm going to take this one right here. Actually, that one is. I said it's prolized. It's actually a shell. Come back in. Almost sounds like it's raining out there. That. No. There. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that one right there. Did I put that down? I did. And, oh, that. Just like that. And move this down. That. Shoot. I may have to come back in with some stronger kind of glue. Now, I like that arrangement, but there is one thing I don't like about it. Ooh, that one's pretty too. I like that there. Too. Yeah, bring it down like that. And I want to cut away that little piece of lace right there. Where's my scissors? Cut away that. Leave that little piece right there. That one just don't want to stay on. Can you here? Okay, guys, I think we're just about going to call it. Where the crap did that go? No, I dropped it down there, but where did it go? I heard it go. It's got to be down here. There it is. I dropped it in the magazine book. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Try to pin this one right here. There we go. That one. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go, guys. It won't be long. It'll be time to go to church. So, see what's happening at church. I got kids tonight, so it's my night with the children. And my helper is gone. So, anyway, we'll see how that works out for us. I'm sure it'll be okay. So, anyway, bye. Terry, I am going to make a little thing to go on the edge. I just haven't decided what I want it made out of yet. But there is going to be a little pretty to go on the edge. Ooh. I'm going to put that right in the middle of it. Yeah, I'm going to put that right in the middle of it. I just like those little bitty doilies. So, anyway, I need to use them. I paid $5 for them. Need to use them up. So, okie dokie, artichokes. Bye bye. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Love, peace, joy, and power in the Holy Ghost. There you go. See y'all later. Bye bye.